stabbed in the back. I want to know who stabbed me. And I'll never be happy until I do.
Michael, did you hear what he said?
Why, of course he'll be happy here. He hasn't been inside the gates yet. Wait till he sees our establishment. All the facilities for joy.
I don't want to go inside. I don't want to see anything.
Mr. Arlington, you've got to go in.
Mr. Arlington, you'll just love it here. Everybody's so happy and contented.
I'm not. It's a fake. It's all a fake. I'm miserable.
You can't be miserable. It's absolutely impossible for you to be anything but happy here. It just isn't allowed. You're in heaven.
I'm miserable.
It's ridiculous. This is preposterous.
Mr. Arlington, won't you reconsider?
I'm miserable.
Michael, what are we going to do?
Well, we could ask him, of course. He knows everything.
Yes, but he's so busy these days. Don't send me. I'd be afraid to go ask him.
But Michael, if he knew there was somebody up here who wasn't happy, he'd put the blame on our department.
Which means, as head of the department, I'd be blamed.
I'm miserable.
Oh, if he gets any louder, they'll hear him inside.
Couldn't we just send him to the other place?
No, we couldn't do that. If St. Peter says he's in, he's in.
Oh, Michael, I have an idea.
I'm miserable.
Oh, say, that's not bad. Mr. Arlington, perhaps there is something we can do after all.
I'm listening.
Mr. Arlington, you were a writer of mystery stories. You were supposed to be clever at discovering clues and tracking murderers and all that.
I was the best.
Well, what I have in mind is completely irregular, but the situation demands swift action. Do you think you could solve this mystery if you were allowed to go back to Earth for a little while?
Back to Earth? Well, now.
It's the only way I know of. Take your choice.
I suppose I could try. But how?
Simple. You are now existing in eternity. You are quite independent of the element of time. So we repeat a certain period of time, as it were, just for your sake. Let us say 1 day. You would return to Earth and relive the last day of your mortal life.
1 day? That doesn't give me much time.
Well, you were the famous mystery writer, the very best.
Yes. Of course. When do I start?
Right away. But let me remind you, Mr. Arlington, that that last day of your life is recorded in my book and can't be changed.
But I'll have to do some investigating. There are bound to be some details that...
Oh, only very small details can change, Mr. Arlington. I can make only very small erasures in my book. Big erasures would be rather noticeable, and I'd be terribly embarrassed. So keep the changes small. You will have one tremendous advantage, though.
The gift of foresight, you mean?
Precisely. You'll know ahead of time that you're going to be stabbed in the back.
Couldn't we change that bit? Stabbing in the back is pretty gory, you know.
Would you like to change your mind about the whole thing?
No. I'm going through with that. I have to murder him.
Very well then, Mr. Arlington. You know the terms of the agreement. So be on your way. We do want all our souls to be happy. Well, that's that.
I'm scared.
What? What do you mean you're scared? It was your idea.
Well, I'm scared anyway. What if he doesn't come back?
Well, he's got to come back. All men have to die.
I mean, what if he doesn't come back on time? And in the right way?
Oh. He's got to.